Welcome. So how do you know if your business needs SEO? And in this complex diagram, I'll go over exactly step by step what you need to know if you need SEO for your business. In other words, would you make more money if you had more traffic sent to your site by having it rank higher on Google? And also, right, in AI search engines, this is like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, right, the new wave of AI engines or LLM-based SEO agents, okay? So does your business need SEO? Well, of course, first question to ask is, do you have a website? Okay, let's first go over to the no side. Well, no, I don't have a website. Well, okay, so then if you don't have a website, are you happy with how much money you're making right now? Well, if no, well, you need SEO, right? We'll go over that in a second right here, right? If you don't have a website, but you're happy with how much money you're making right now, so yes, well, do you think based on your niche and customer base that you could make more money if you had a website? Okay, so again, you don't have a website, right? And you are happy with how much money you're making without having a website. But do you think that if you had a website, would you make more money if you had one? Again, important keyword here for your own niche and customer, because there's a bunch of businesses out there, more than we can think of, that don't necessarily benefit that much from the effort they would incur of building out a website and to rank it on Google. A lot of them, okay? A lot of them are like word of mouth. For example, I want to say like a plumber doesn't necessarily need SEO. Yeah, they could benefit from it, but they don't necessarily need it once they have like a big portfolio of clients. Or maybe a better example, an architect, right? An architect maybe is good with an Instagram, right? They don't necessarily need the website, because architects, and I have some in my family, right? It's super, super word of mouth. So if they do a job for someone else, right, then they'll recommend it to much more people. Okay, maybe that's not an ideal example, but trust me, there's a lot of businesses out there that can benefit from having a site, but the effort they would need to put in, right, into creating the website and then investing time and money to rank it on Google, so to do SEO for them, would not be that beneficial in terms of the effort they have to put in. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, there are some businesses out there that happens. Okay, again, do you think based on your niche, again, and customer, that you could make more money if you had a website? If no, well, you don't need SEO. Plain and simple. Just go with Instagram, just go with a Facebook page, LinkedIn, whatever, right? If you really honestly think that for your niche and customer, you wouldn't make necessarily that much more money, then don't bother with SEO. Because again, SEO isn't for everyone, right? SEO is just for a specific type of people and service, okay? So this is you, okay, don't need SEO, just go out and double down on what's working, right? Don't invest in SEO because it's gonna take time and it's not for you, okay? Now, if you think based on your niche and customer that you could make more money if you had a website, well then, would more visitors to your site translate into more leads, right? So do you think that, again, let me just go back to the beginning because I think it's important to have context, right? You don't have a website and you're happy with how much money you're making right now, okay? But do you think if you had a site you could make more money? Well, if you say yes, well, would more of the visitors to your site translate into more leads? Do you honestly think that more traffic coming into your site would translate into more potential leads, right? If you don't, right, then you don't need SEO, right? Because why would you want to have a site where driving traffic to it wouldn't necessarily convert? And again, going back to, for example, the interior designer that maybe has an Instagram, which is super visual, right? They share photos and it's just great to acquire clients. Maybe having a site that's maybe slow or too complicated and wouldn't necessarily have that great of an impact, right, to transform people into leads. Maybe that traffic is better off redirected, to their Instagram page or their Facebook page, where it's so much more visual, right? So that's you, then again, don't invest in SEO. I don't want to tell you to invest in SEO if you'd be way better off investing your time and money into something else that's maybe already working or that you think could work better, okay? So no. Let me go back to the beginning right here, so because I want to cover the left-hand side. So now, do you have a website? Well, if you do, amazing, right? You have a website. Do potential customers, visit your website before buying? Because again, a bunch of businesses out there that can have a site, but it's just there for credibility reasons. They don't necessarily need to do SEO for them, right? It's important, of course, to have a site. I recommend that you always have your site, but it could just be for credibility reasons, right? For example, let's say you have your Instagram page, then there's a link to your site on the bio, right? Or on your LinkedIn, they link to your site as well. So a lot of the reasoning behind having a site is for credibility reasons. It's not necessarily to have it rank first on Google, okay? And I even argue that most sites out there don't even rank on Google. People don't even do SEO for them. Okay, so it's important to understand that if you have a site, do you think potential customers visiting your website, excuse me, do you think potential customers will visit your website before buying, or will they maybe visit, maybe they send you an email, maybe they visit your Instagram? Will your website be able to convert them as well as your other brand assets, right? If no, well, would you make more money if they did? So would you make more money if potential customers had to visit your site before buying? If yes, then of course you need SEO. If no, you don't need SEO. So if people if potential customers come to your site and you don't think, that you'd make more money if they did, well, you don't need SEO. Why would you be investing time and money into ranking your asset on Google if the traffic you'd get from it wouldn't necessarily make people buy? If that's the case, you don't need SEO. On the other hand, if yes, well, you need SEO, okay? You need SEO here, you need SEO here, okay? Now, going back here, right, in this case right here, again, if you have a website, if you don't have a website, you are happy with how much money you're making right now, right? But you think, based on your niche and customer, that you could make more money if you had a website, well, then you would ask yourself, right, would more visitors to your site translate into more leads? If yes, you need it. If no, you don't need it, okay? That's the very first thing. Now, going right here to the right-hand side, right? So you don't have a site and you're happy with how much money you're making, right? You're not happy with how much money you're making right now. So no site, no happiness. Well, you need SEO. When you need SEO, right? What's the next step? So you've concluded that you need either you need it or you don't. So if you don't need SEO, then just click off this video and watch anymore. But if this sort of diagram, right, this decision tree made you realize that you need to invest in SEO, invest time and money, well, what do you do next? So question, very important question. Do you have time to implement an SEO strategy in your business? Because again, you understood that you need SEO, but do you actually have the time to go out and implement it? If no, well, do you have money to pay someone to do it for you? And if yes, do you have money to invest in a software that automates the SEO for you? Super simple. There's only two things right here. If you have time, do you have money to invest into a software that helps you with it? If you don't have time, do you have money to pay someone else to do it for you? If you don't have money, well, you need SEO, but you need to figure out how to allocate some of your budget to it. Because again, we've concluded that you need SEO, right? But you don't have time to do it. Do you have money to implement it, or to pay someone else to do it? If not, it's double no. Well, you need to figure out something else, right? You figure out we need SEO. You don't have time. You don't have money. You got to figure something out. Whether you find the money or you find the time, you got to figure something out, okay? To invest in SEO, because it will drive more revenue to your business. Going back again, right? Again, you don't have time, but you do have money to pay someone for it. If you have money to invest, right? I recommend let me work with you. Okay, let me do it for you. So again, you need SEO, you don't have time, but you have money to pay someone. If you want to pay me to do SEO for you, I can. And this is, by the way, just something new we released, which we guarantee a 25% increase in traffic, or we work for free until we do, right? A 25% increase in non-branded Google traffic in 180 days, guaranteed, or we work for free until we do. Okay, and there's a bunch of case studies and results right here from other brands that work with us, right? We got them all these results. And if you're interested in this, right, again, if you know you want to invest in SEO, but you don't have the time to do it yourself, and you have the money to hire someone to do it for you, for example, myself, I can do it for you. Just click here, book a call, and speak with me. I just need to understand what you do, what you sell, what your business is, so I can understand if we can actually help you. Okay, that's why we have to book a one-on-one call, so I can understand exactly what you do and how we can help you scale. Again, for a 25% increase in non-branded search traffic in 180 days. Okay, there's a guarantee. And if we don't do it, which we do 99.9% of the times we do, but in case we don't, we just work for free until we do. Okay, again, if you don't have the time, but you do have the money, you want to pay someone to do it for you, pay me, I'll do it for you with a guaranteed increase of 25% in your traffic. Okay, now on the left-hand side, so do you have the time? Well, yes. Okay, on this one, you did not have the time. But in this one, you have the time. Okay, so you have the time to implement the strategy. That's great. Now, do you have money to invest in a software that automates the SEO for you, or part of it at least? Well, if you do, right, do you have time and knowledge to use a software to aid your SEO efforts? Because there's a lot of people that have time to implement the strategy in their business, but there's a lot of them that even though they have the money to invest in the software outputs for you, right? They don't necessarily have the time to actually use the software, okay? So again, if you have the time, yes. You have the money, yes. Do you have the knowledge and time to actually use the software yourself? If yes, great. You can just use Journalist AI. This is my software right here, which I don't want to say it does SEO on autopilot because that's a lie, but it just helps you out so much with SEO, right? From writing the content for you, being able to edit it with AI, automatic publishing, automatic syndication, social media. We even just released now an AI agent that basically goes through your site and essentially improves your technical SEO for you, figures out like scans your site, uses our AI smart reasoning model, and then automatically implements the changes. So it's basically like a robot working on the back end of your site, constantly optimizing it, like its speed, meta tags, meta description, headings, schema, a bunch more stuff, like links on autopilot. You can go to this page and you can see how it works. It's super cool, but I'll leave a link and I'll leave for this in the description. So again, if you have the time, just use the software because it's the best out there in the market. And of course, I'm 100% biased, but I've tried a lot of stuff, and one of the reasons why we built this is because there's nothing out there that does what we've built. Now, if you don't have the time, or excuse me, if you don't have the time, of course, and the knowledge, well, just watch all the free training we have on YouTube. We have 2 channels right here. The one where you're watching this right now, and then another one. These channels have a bunch of content for free on how to do SEO. Okay, a lot of it. How to build backlinks, how to do technical SEO, how to do on-page SEO, schema marketing. There's a bunch of stuff. I think this one has 541 videos, and this one has so around almost 1,000 videos. Like there's even 5-hour videos, 2-hour video courses, step-by-step implementation of how to do SEO. Right? You can watch this free training if you don't have time. You can watch this to learn and then go out and use the software with what you've learned here. Or if you want, you can join our academy, which is basically gives you access not only to 12 months worth of this software right here, so you get a full year's access to Journalist AI, plus, and I'll leave a link for this in the description. These are all the results of people who implemented these strategies. Plus, you get access to 7 courses plus an exclusive plugin. All these courses, so how to video SEO, how to rank videos on Google and YouTube, link building SEO. By the way, the backlinks that I teach you how to build in this course right here are the exact backlinks we built to this client right here. We built 29 backlinks, and his site went from around 400 in monthly organic search traffic to 1,600 in just a couple months. So that's insane. And these ones right here, again, this one as well, traffic from 0 to 10K in just a few weeks. It's insane. It was a jewelry company. I mean, there's a bunch more results, not just for link building, but for implementation of the strategy that are taught in this course. We have 8-figure tech companies. These guys, they bought a bank a couple months ago for 35 million euros. So the stuff that these big brands are doing, in this case, these guys are using this software, you can learn how to do them as well. So that you get all these courses right here. You can screen through this if you like. A bunch of case studies. You get a one-on-one consulting call with me, okay? You get access to our private SEO community with weekly group coaching calls, all the courses, and of course, 12 months access to Journalist AI, this software right here for a full year. And of course, there's a 100% money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, just tell me, hey, listen, Vasco, I don't like it, just give me your money back. Give me my money back and I'll give you your money back, okay? So this is where you can learn, and again, I'll leave a link for this in the description, where you can also learn as well, is through the academy, how to do SEO. Again, this is if you don't have time to use the software or to learn how to do it, just watch your free training, okay? Now, if you have the money to invest in SEO and a software, excuse me, if you don't have the money to invest in a software, right? Well, let me do it for you as well. Again, we go back to this page, this set right here. So you have to do SEO, right? You know that either you have time or no. So if you don't have time, you don't have money, well, I mean, you gotta find some. If you don't have time, but you do have money, well, let me do it for you with a guarantee of a 25% increase in traffic. If you have time, but you don't have money to invest in a software, well, or of course, then the time to actually do it, well, let me do it for you too. Hopefully this made sense. Like, it's a bit of a weird diagram, but a lot of people ask me, like, is SEO right for my business? Is it not? And hopefully after this video, I was able to paint a more clear picture of if SEO is or not a good thing and a good marketing strategy to implement into your business. I'll leave links for all this down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.